Welcome to Storytimer at Large. Chad McGhee. Chad McGhee was born July 13th, 1977 to Connie and Rodney McGhee. I remember July of 1977 in Indiana as a very hot month. We were having a heat wave. And like most people in Indiana then, we didn't have air conditioning. When Elvis Presley died on August 16th, 1977, it was still so hot. I remember just sort of laying on the floor and watching the TV, and I remember that as just the most miserable heat wave. We also had record breaking blizzards in the winters of 1977 and 78. So Chad McGhee was born into some turbulent weather years there uh, in his early days. Chad McGhee grew up in Duggar, Indiana. Duggar's a small town south of Terre Haute on Indiana's west side. Coal mining and farming are two of the main occupations there. It's a nice little town with older homes, lots of shade trees, and a great little restaurant called the Union Station Cafe. I've had lunch there twice, and I highly recommend it. Chad McGhee played a lot of sports at Union High School in Duggar. He made his home there in Duggar after high school as well. Friends of my family asked me, they found out about my hobby here and asked me to make a video about Chad and to make a blog post because since his disappearance, there's not been a lot of movement in the case. Chad was last seen by family members on Saturday, August 17th, 2013. He left the house in the middle of the night without his wallet or his cell phone. He disappeared on August 17th, 2013 without taking anything with him. He disappeared without saying goodbye. He had a warrant out for a rather minor offense, but it wasn't the kind of thing that people flee over, and especially not taking the wallet, the cell phone. Police and his family and friends don't think he left because of that. NamUs has Chad McGhee's case under the number MP32198. Chad is 6 feet tall, weighs 180 pounds. He has green eyes and brown hair. Where is he? Duggar is a rural town. There are large forested areas, lakes, and ponds around. There are coal mines and heavy equipment in the area. If someone wanted to make a person disappear, there are many opportunities in Duggar and the surrounding area to do that. There's a lot of wildlife areas, state parks, a lot of rural areas where things could be hidden. Chad McGhee could also have left voluntarily, but like I said before, he didn't take his cell phone or his wallet. It's almost like he stepped outside on the spur of the moment. Did someone drive up to his place? What caused him to walk outside the house with nothing? A friend of mine, like I said, knows this family, asked me to put this post out to help get a little more attention on this case. I can't imagine how much his parents, family, and friends have suffered. He is loved and very much missed. Sometimes, though, people out there know more than they think they know. Maybe you heard something or saw something. Maybe it didn't seem important in the past, but it does now. Maybe you felt loyal to someone or afraid of someone, but things have changed and you don't feel that same way anymore. If you know something that could help bring Chad home, please consider submitting a tip. If you have information that can help solve the disappearance of Chad McGhee, please call the Sullivan County Sheriff's Office at 812-268-4044. Rest in peace. I don't know. We don't know if it's a rest in peace, do we? He may just be missing. So let's, instead of rest in peace, let's say we remain hopeful, Chad McGhee. We're gonna keep hope alive in our hearts here for you, Chad McGhee, and for your family and for your friends. Thanks so much for listening to the video. Again, all of you who've subscribed, I cannot thank you enough. Like I said, I don't monetize these. I don't make any money on this, but it's become a mission to try to solve some cases, fix some things, help people in whatever way that I can. It's an obsession, and thank you for joining me. And perhaps you and I, we can maybe solve some cases. Thanks if you're sharing the videos, putting them on your own social media. If you're subscribed, like I said, thank you so much. If you're hitting that thumbs up button for justice, hoping for justice in these cases, I appreciate that. Because the more attention the videos get, the more likely they are to pop up in somebody's social media feed. And if we can get some of these cases, in my opinion, in front of the right person, perhaps they have a tip that they can share and solve the case. So thank you so much.